as I spawned in a boat and bananas. Did you know they have bananas in DayZ? Hey everybody, I'm Theo, and in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set up VPP admin tools on your Nitrado DayZ server. You may have tried this before and failed. You may have been curious about how to do it. Well, today we're going to do it. So we're going to go through step by step, but before we get started, a few things you should know. The first is, I'm assuming that you know what a server is. You know what VPP admin tools is and why you want it, and you're setting up a server for PC. The process is likely similar for PS4, PS5 stuff, but I can't guarantee that every step will be the same. All right, so sort of from a high-level overview, I'm going to show you how to sign up for the server, how to name it. We're going to get the mods from the Steam workshop. We're going to FTP upload those onto our server. We're going to copy over the keys. We're going to restart the server, and we're going to look for the profiles and where to put your Steam ID and such. So I encourage you to grab a cup of coffee or do this when you're fresh. If this is like 9 p.m. at night and you're like, oh, I'm going to do it, and you're tired, this is definitely something you want to be fresh for. I also want to caution you that it can be disheartening and frustrating, and you can feel like you're tired and it's not going to happen, and oh, why am I failing? It's actually pretty simple. It feels overwhelming, but once you understand it, it won't be that bad. Okay, so let's get going. Now the first thing you're going to have to do is obviously get your server. It's pretty easy to do. So you want to come here and pick a package. I chose the least expensive at 8 slots a month. So you're going to choose that, and you're going to pay for it. And once you do, they will start setting up your server. So you'll be signed into your account, and you'll go to My Services, and you'll see a server here, and it'll likely be red because it'll take about 20 minutes to half an hour for them to set it up. So you want to pay for it, go and get a coffee or something, and come back. Then you want to click on the web interface here. And the first thing I would do before mods is I would just make sure you sort of understand what it's like to play. So the server should be started. If not, you can start it here. And if you come down to settings, general, there will be a place to change the name and the password. Now, I want to caution you, I turned on expert mode and the name of the server disappeared from the options here. So I think you have to name it somewhere differently. So what I would do is I would hold off on expert mode, and for now I would choose the name and the password for your server. And I would even try and save the changes down here, bottom right. And then I would maybe restart the server, and I would try and log on from DayZ community to see if you can get in. Then I would come back here and I would stop the server like so. Okay, then after you know that the name and the password works and you're able to sign into your server, I would then turn on expert mode because we're going to need that later, I think. So we've just finished that first step, which is to sign up and name the server. And next, we're going to get the mods and the FTP upload. Here we are in Steam, and I'm going to come over here, see to the workshop tab. And I'm going to click on that. And what we can do is we can search for the mods in here. And there's two that we're going to need. So there's Community Framework. So you just type in CF and enter. And you want to click on this one right here, CF by Jacob Mango. And you want to click the subscribe button. Got that? Okay, then we want to go back and you want to search for another, and you want to look for VPP admin. And notice that it's so popular, it's been translated into different languages. We have French, Russian, Chinese, etc. But what we're going to do here is we're going to look for this one by DayZ. This is the original, created by DayZ with help from Gravity Wolf. And so you're going to click subscribe here too. All right, so now we are subscribed to Community Framework and VPP admin tools. Now, VPP admin tools is dependent on Community Framework, so that's why we got that one too. So now, theoretically, those mods are downloaded on our machine. And next, I'm going to show you how to get to those. I'm going to launch my game, and we're going to get to the mods from the DayZ standalone launcher. So once you're in your DayZ launcher here, you want to come to Mods, and then find VPP admin tools somewhere in the list, and then right-click and say Open Folder. Now it's going to warn you, don't move anything, don't change anything. So all we're going to do is copy that and put it up on the server. So we're going to say, I understand. And now here we are. These are all the mods that are downloaded in your DayZ workshop. So we're gonna upload CF community framework and VPP admin tools to the FTP. So if you've never used an FTP server, I'm going to show you how to do that now. It's really easy. So here we are in FileZilla. This is an FTP server. You can almost think of it like a Google Drive in the cloud that you're uploading files from your PC. It might be overwhelming if it's the first time you're seeing it, but really it's not so bad. If you don't have it, you want to install it here. Just go to filezillaproject.org. And now we need to enter a few things. We need to enter the host, the username, the password, and the port. And then we connect to that server and we can upload files. All right, so we're going to go back to your web interface and we're going to come to your dashboard. So information, dashboard, and we're going to come to the bottom and here you see the FTP credentials. So this host name, port name, username, and password are the same that we're going to paste in here. You see that? So we can select like this, copy and paste, or we can just push this little button to the left, and that's a little bit easier. See that? So I'm going to copy the host name. I'm going to paste it in there. Control V. Alt tab back. Copy the port number. Come down here, copy the username, and copy the password. Now we're going to say quick connect, and you should see over here on the right our Nitrado server online. You see this? So here we go. Here's DayZ standalone. Here's the game. And notice that I've already pasted the community framework and VPP admin tools in there. Now that's something that if you're watching this video, you have not done yet. So we're going to get to that momentarily. To go up a folder here, you can just click here and now we're back up. What we're going to do basically is we're going to take the community framework and admin plugins from your local system that you would download it from Steam Workshop, and we're going to upload those onto your distant server. So here's how we do that. I'm going to go back to the place that we got to here, and if you forget how to get there, we go Mods, right-click on VPP Admin Tools, open the folder, and here we are. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and I'm going to copy the path name, Control C. I'm going to come to my FileZilla, and I'm going to paste it here. And that is going to basically, this folder down here is the same as this folder here. Got that? Now, what I would do is, if I were you, you can just Control-click CF, Community Framework, and you can Control-click on VPP Admin Tools, and you can just click here and drag them over here and drop them. You want to make sure you drop them into the standalone. You see here? So we're going to click on DayZ standalone, and these are the subdirectories of that. And you're just going to come over here and click Control Community Framework, Control-click on VPP Admin Tools, drag them and drop them here. Now, again, I've already done that, so you can see that they will show up at the top here. So now we have gotten the mods, and we have FTP uploaded the mods to our server. Next, we're looking at keys. So the keys is interesting here. If you look under your DayZ standalone, you're going to see a folder called keys. And what you need to do is you need to copy and paste over the keys from your local system. So we're going to go into Community Framework. We're going to go to Keys. You see this Jacob Mango v3 key. I'm just going to drag that over and drop it into our server key folder. We're going to do the exact same thing with, where are we going here? Up a folder, VPP admin. If you get lost, you can just go back and paste in that folder again. Okay, VPP, here we go. VPP admin tools, we're going to click in there, click to keys, and we're going to drag that key over as well. Drag and drop it. I won't do it obviously because I've already done it. And now in your DayZ standalone server, when you see the folder keys, you should have the main DayZ key, and you should have the Jacob Mango key, which is from Community Framework, and you should have the VPP key. All right, keys are done. We are getting close, all right? So the next thing you want to do is, I think you want to start and stop your server. And what that's going to do is it's going to create some record of changes you've made. I'm not exactly sure about this process, but just for good measure, I would come here and I would start the server, I would wait a few minutes, and I would stop the server. All right, so believe it or not, we are actually getting close here. We've signed up for the server, we've got the mods up, we've done the keys, we've started and stopped the server, and now we're going to look at profiles. The first thing you should know is that there is no folder called profiles. So if you're trying to follow these directions and they're talking about profiles, here is what you need to know. Basically, we have to tell the plugin who's able to access this. So you as the server owner, you're going to have to put your Steam ID in the permissions under super admin. You're going to have to create the super admin user as yourself so that they know who's able to use these tools, all right? So you're going to need your Steam ID, and there's a special way to find it. So say I'm on my homepage here. I'm going to come up to my name. I'm going to say View Profile. Then I'm going to right-click on the profile photo and say Copy Page URL. Then I'm going to come to Steam ID IO. So just look up Steam ID in Google, Steam, and then copy your URL. And what we're looking for is the Steam ID 64. You see that string of numbers? So I'm going to copy that. Here we go. Or press this little button. And just for now, I'm going to paste that to a text file so I have it. You see that? Now, back to profiles. When we're in FileZilla and we're in our server, let me go back to the top level here. We're on the top level domain of our server. We're going to go DayZ standalone. We're going to go DayZ standalone, config, VPP admin tools, permissions, super admins. Now, when we double click this, this is where we're going to post our Steam ID. And when we double click this, it will download a copy here. So it doesn't really matter where you are. Right now, it's in the keys folder of our DayZ workshop, but I can just go back to my desktop or something. Doesn't really matter where you are. But let's just say we double click this and you're going to see a copy downloaded over here. So I'm waiting. So here it is at the bottom. You see that? So this is local. This is the server. So on the local copy, I'm going to right click. Oops. I'm going to say open, and that's going to open it in Notepad. And now what there's going to be is there's going to be a note that's saying paste your Steam ID here and get rid of everything else. So that's exactly what I did. And I pasted my Steam 64 ID here. And for every person you want to grant mod access, you want to paste it on a new line, their Steam ID. So if you have a friend or something. Okay, so we're going to save that file locally. And then you can drag and drop that back over to overwrite the one there. So we are getting so close here. The next thing you want to do is credentials. That's in the same folder as the permissions. So we go permissions, and just one level below super admins, you have this folder here called credentials. And this will be the password that you'll need to start up VPP admin. Okay, so you want to download that locally and open that just as you did the super admins file, and you want to put in a password there. Now, I'm not going to open mine because I don't want to show you it, obviously, but then you double click that or drag and drop and overwrite. So, hey, we are almost there. We are so close. Quick overview. We've uploaded the mods. So they should be here, CF and VPP admin tools. We've done the keys. So in your keys folder, you should have the DayZ key, the Jacob Mango CF key, and the VPP key. And under permissions, you should have put your own Steam ID in the super admins, and you should have created your password in the credentials text. All right, now here is one of the last steps, and this really got me tripped up. If you're looking at the documentation, it says inside the newly open window, copy the tools to the folder, the root directory. We've done that. Next, you'll have to add these mods to your startup command line. The vanilla process of installing mod equals CF, so you don't know where to add that, but it's very simple. So we want to go back to our server here, and we want to say, want to go to the web interface. We want to come to settings, and we come down to additional mods. You see that? So we go settings, general, scroll down, additional mods. And all we're going to do is tell the server, hey, the plugins that we loaded in the folder, when the server starts, please load those. So we're going to go at CF, which is at Community Framework, semicolon, at VPP admin tools. And if you're not sure about the spelling, you just go back to the folder of the workshop, and it's basically this, at CF, semicolon, at VPP admin tools. And guess what? That is it. That should be it. So you're going to start the server now. And I'm going to log into mine, and we'll see how this works. Press start, and now when I go to play, I'm going to have to enter my password. Now, keep in mind that there will be two passwords. There will be the original password that you set up for your server. So I'm going to press enter. Oops, okay. And then there'll be the second password for the plugin, for the VPP admin tool. So you have the main server password if you set one, and there will be the password for your admin tools. Now I did run into an error here that I didn't mention. So if you have the error of a missing VOB file or something, I'll get back to that in a moment. But for those of you who this is working, I'll just demo the. All right, so here we are in the game. The server is loaded, and to enable VPP admin tools, you want to press the End key on your keyboard. And the first time it's going to ask you for the password, and this will be the password that you set under credentials under your FTP upload. This is not the server password. And then once it's enabled or disabled, see that? So now it's on. Then you press the home key to bring it up. So here you go. You made it. You finally got here. If you're like me, you struggled for hours or days to get it, and you finally did. And now is where the fun begins. So for example, if we go to the item spawner, we can say spawn in inventory. Let's look for a drink. So I'm going to search for drink. What is it? Coca-Cola. So for example, if we look for a can of cola, and if I double click that, it will have spawned in my inventory. So I'm going to press the home key to hide that. And we press tab, look at that, there it is. And now I can drink my cola and I can celebrate the achievement. And I will leave you to play with all these amazing tools yourself. But one other thing I'll show you is how to spawn a car, because I really struggled with this So if we come up here, for example, and we do sedan, sorry, let's switch to transport. Let's say we want to spawn in a sedan, double click, nothing happens. And that's because it can't spawn the vehicle to your clothing. So what we have to do is come down here, where it says spawn in, we have to change it from inventory to @crosshair. Right, and let me just point my crosshair over there, press home again, double click the sedan. All right, and there it is. So it spawns in with everything we need, and it even comes with a can of gas. Isn't that amazing? And we're rolling. All right, so you've made it this far. Thanks so much for coming along. If the video was helpful, please give me a follow, a like, a comment is even better. Let me know how the process went for you, and if there's something I missed. Happy gaming. Oh, one other thing I will tell you is there's a really incredible resource online called Scale Speeder Gaming. He does all these crazy videos about DayZ servers. So if you do get your server going, you definitely want to go and check out his channel, Scale Speeder Gaming. Absolute legend when it comes to server customization. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Oh, one final thought. I actually ran into an error when I tried to load the server. It said something like missing BOV or VOB file. The way that I solved that was I came back to the workshop. I searched again for VPP admin tools, and I clicked on, let's see, where is it? And I clicked on unsubscribe and subscribe again in my Steam launcher, sorry. So if you run into that error, let me know. All right, if you made it this far, congratulations. And if you have any questions or you get stuck, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help. Okay, thanks.